Good day, fair viewers. Today we are going to delight in the sunshine and frolic in flowery meadows, wearing frilly sundresses. Let the revelry commence. Or perhaps not. Listen, I don't like winter much either, but at the moment, the top half of the world is kind of stuck with it. So, we can either mope our way through it like we do every year, by we, I definitely mean me, or we can have a little fun with it. So a few years ago, I was looking for some inspiration for cottagecore winter outfit ideas, and was sorely disappointed with everybody, except Nadia Faye, who understood both cottagecore and winter, and also likes to wear clothes that don't bear a strong resemblance to a Halloween costume. So, given the available material out there, I figured this would be a good video to do. I plan on finding all of my aesthetic looks from the thrift store with little to no sewing involved. I actually need some winter clothes, so this should be a fun project. For this assignment, the three aesthetics that we will be looking to achieve are cottagecore, because duh, Victorian, which I understand is more of an era than an aesthetic, but just stay with me here, and Princesscore. There's quite a bit of overlap with these aesthetics. In fact, after I started filming, I took a look at what I was wearing, and it kind of fits into all three. Like, if there were a Venn diagram of Victorian, cottagecore, and Princesscore, it would be this outfit. See what I'm saying? Nice though, right? Anyway, let's get started. So, it might come as a surprise to no one that cottagecore was pretty much the easiest. It was a little harder than I thought it would be, because apparently long skirts have reached that spot where they're either too popular to be in thrift stores, or too long not popular to be in thrift stores. The only long skirts I found were like pencil skirts, so this was the best I could do for a dress. I think it works really well, and I was so happy to find boots that were my size, and although they are a little bit more country western than the kind of farm girl we're looking for with cottagecore, I think they still work for it. Definitely love the cardigan. I'm not sure how well it works with the dress, but listen, we're doing the best we can here. Definitely love the dress, though. That's definitely going to be something that I keep and wear. Why is it so hard to find long sleeve dresses? For real. I don't know, but it's a struggle. Alright, so this is Victorian as an aesthetic. Kind of like history bounding. As I said, it was really hard to find long skirts, but I did find this. This is still too short for any point in time in the Victorian era. I know that. The overall silhouette works. I feel like finding the waistcoat was the most important part, so finding the vest section of my thrift store was an amazing time for me, because I just thought that they didn't have vests for women. I knew where the vests for men were, but just assumed no vests for women. And then I found it. So I'm very happy about that, because I do like this. The irony in my shirt, the sleeves, while Victorian, are not 1890s, which is what the waistcoat and the skirt would be. They are very 1830s, which I hate.
It's not ironic, it's just coincidental.
They have the puffiness, but mostly it's where the seam hits. The seam hits, like, low on the shoulder. That's part of the reason I hate the 1830s. I think it looks weird. Kind of a neat find. It is a very modern shirt, but 1830s sleeves. So there you go. I will say, if you're new to thrifting and you find a cute wool anything in your size in the thrift store, try it on. If you can. If you can't, make every attempt to figure out if it actually fits you. I would say 95% of wool items in the thrift store are there because somebody shrank them. including this one. I can't close it. It's not zipped up in the back. I didn't know the vest covered it though. That's handy. Maybe I'll still wear it out. Anyway, my thrift store, you can't try things on, makes it a little tough. I got another skirt that I couldn't even manage to shimmy up over my hips, and the zipper was in the front, so there was no hope of hiding it. But you can get lucky. Not all wool items are there because they got shrunk, and I actually got lucky in a big way. I found an amazing coat, and it says it's a size small, and I am not a size small. I'm like a medium, but wait till you see this. For those of you out there saying that if you had this coat, you would wear it every day, I do. This was definitely the biggest win of the thrift store trip. How cool. I always wanted a coat like this, and it ended up costing me $5? $5. It was $10 on sale, 50% off. And it fits. It's got dog hair all over it. I had to sew one of the buttons back on already, but who cares? Whatever. It's even got, look, and it's super warm, so there's that. Moving on. Okay, Princesscore was the hardest. Mostly because everything I found was short sleeve. This is Princesscore meets Fairycore meets Cottagecore. I definitely think the blouse over top is Princesscore in like a modern sense. There's kind of two factions to Princesscore, the medieval Princesscore and then the like modern day expensive taste Princesscore. The biggest thing I wanted to find for that was white fur, and I couldn't. I did find it on ThredUp, but I was not paying those prices for something that I probably would never wear. So if we're being honest here, this is a terrible representation of winter Princesscore. Brand new though. Tag's still on and everything. So I had to find something else. So I got this dress with the intent of finding a nice cardigan to go over top of it, but with the exception of the cardigan I got for Cottagecore, I didn't really find one. And when you put that cardigan on, it instantly loses any Princesscore vibe it had and becomes entirely Cottagecore. This cardigan is just not fancy enough for it to be Princesscore. As I had struck out twice for Princesscore, I figured I would go on ThredUp, and I found a perfect dress. And then in the meantime, I was at the thrift store, again, for something completely unrelated, but I figured I'd look for Princesscore again, and I found a pretty good one. This does more of a modern Princesscore, and again, no sleeves, so you need something over top. And again, this isn't the most fantastic thing to put over top. Is that a pin? Not a pin. Okay, good. Anyway, garbage. And this was a really good find. It was, tag's still on, it was originally $139. I paid $17 for this. It's really nice, it's really comfortable, it fits. So, next time I need a formal gown for an occasion, I have this one. And all the other ones. Anyway, to truly show you what I had in mind for winter Princesscore, which apparently is like ridiculously hard to find. Nobody wants sleeves on formal dresses, and formal dresses are like Princesscore in a nutshell. And also, like, finding a cardigan that looks fancy and not comfortable is ridiculously hard. Anyway, my ThredUp order came. It was delivered to the neighbors. The neighbors are moving, so it sat on their porch for several days before they knew it was there. Thank you, mailman. Anyway, I got it. Here it is. Isn't this dress amazing? My battery's gonna die. Isn't this dress amazing? I mean, again, it doesn't fit, and that sucks. I kind of want to make it bigger somehow, but I don't really know how. A lot of the problem is the sleeves. It's fine when my arm's kind of bent, but when I put it down, you can see it pulls and it looks really weird. But it is such a cool dress, and again, I didn't pay a lot for it. I think it definitely embodies Princesscore in like the medieval princess sense, and I wish I... My battery died, as it was foretold. I don't know what I was saying. I wish I was able to find more formal gowns that were of the princess style so that I could do a better job of Princesscore, but I think this is the outfit. I just wanted to show you the other ones because I think they are cute, and because I only got like one outfit for each aesthetic. So this is going to be a short video. I hope you enjoyed going on that adventure with me. I hope to be back next month with some more UFO roulette and some more sewing shenanigans, and I hope to see you there. Until next time. Listen, I don't like winter... I'm holding it up too high here. Also, I need a drink. Am I filming? Of course I'm filming. Thirsty girl. So, having said that, given the available... Blah, 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 I quit. I plan on finding all of my thrift... I know the words, but I'm saying them in the wrong order. Okay, I actually took a look at the outfit and... I give up. Why is talking so hard? Oh my goodness, why am I always so thirsty when I go to film? I do have... I'm not even going to mention it because I'm not going to show it. I don't want to get it out of my closet. But anyway, need more water. As I had struck out twice, I figured I would try... I need more water. I hope you all had fun on that little... Let me get a drink first. I'm also a little upset that what is considered vintage is, you know, things that were cool to wear when I was a young adult. So, there's that. Well, oh, I should also take a drink. Holy crap. Yeah, use that one. The rest sucked.